Okay guys, back for another cast on the druid. So, last time I was trying to grind out two of the Maraudon quests, Vyletongue Corruption and Twisted Evils, and I'm pretty close to making it. I need two carvings and two vines healed. The vines healed I couldn't complete because I could I could only get to 6 of these guys while I while the sort of while the dungeon was up, but the dungeon has been reset now, and yeah, I'm up for action. Uh, so what I've been doing since last is I've been grinding the Nameless Prophet, that elite. That is, I think he was level 41, had 4 spawn points right when you get inside the sort of pre-area to the dungeon itself. Um, and he got me by surprise once. He can make a disease. I honestly don't recall what it was all about, the disease, but it wasn't that annoying. But this curse, on the other hand, was rather annoying. He could cast a curse on you that would increase damage taken by 62. Uh, Rather painful even for level 52. It was not like I was close to dying, but I got all of a sudden I was thinking after I got this curse, what the why am I taking this much damage? So it was felt alright. I'm running around with a restorative potion, and I can actually make them myself. Um, the mats are fairly expensive, but of course they're never that expensive that it's worth dying over. But it will remove the curse. I just want to show you what the Nameless Prophet would sort of put you through, in case you decided to do the quest the same way that I have done them. Anyway, I'm just gonna complete these two quests here. I got, yeah, I got this flower. There's one here and one down there, and then there's of course this further inside the dungeon. Fairly safe to do it here. So I'm just gonna pretty much get these guys close. Oh, I will spawn them pretty much. Oh yeah, and they were. Just gonna move this over here. They were immune to nature damage, and that's rather typical for elementals, really. Oh, and actually resisted my extremely long cast spell here. Good thing about these guys, they only come one at a time, if I want them to. There we go. So I get a carving and a uh, yeah, and a kill. And there we go, guys. Quest complete. I'm just gonna let the corruption here wear out, and then well, actually I don't even have. Oh, actually I do have two because I set my hearth at Camp on Yashi, and I'd actually like to hand in these quests. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Well, you know what else I can do? First of all, I can get out of the dungeon here alive. Guess I might as well hand in the quest, and it will be a short sort of. If you don't know the instance, like I said in the last episodes, it's truly a maze the first time you come here. That's the experience anyway. Um, so I might as well show you how to get out. And I'm not even 100% sure, but almost. So when I get out of the portal here from orange, I stay to the right, and hopefully I don't engage this guy right away. There's not much sort of to think about because there's only one way to go here so far. And by the way, it's an excellent spot to farm Ghost Mushroom if you have like an adequate level. And to be honest, I think I might have taken the wrong route, but oh well, it all leads out, you could say. So I'm just gonna continue. What I want to do is get to the point where the orange and the purple zone sort of, where it splits to these two zones. And if you try this out and you actually sort of get hurt, you have an escape route in the back of your mind, like, well, what do I do if I get my stealth gets blown? So um, an option would be to simply run inside the instance again, even though you're saved or whatever, doesn't matter. Let's see if we can pick this before this bad boy arrives. I could. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna jump down here. So let me just be honest. This wasn't what what I wanted to. Well, I wanted to show you maybe that it was a maze, but it wasn't intended that I actually sort of got here. What I'm gonna do now is simply find the port again. So what I did in orange here was that I picked the right side, and I wouldn't say it turned into a dead end, but it's not the path I wanted to take. You go left when you get out of orange. But it very well illustrates, because one just doesn't come here very often. It it very well illustrates, I think, that this is indeed a maze. So out of orange, go left. That's the way I usually come in anyway. The pool here, the large, there's only one of these, large orange pool. That's where you fill the glass um, for Vyletongue Corruption. This one. And the glass I got from, I'm pretty sure, well, I don't actually recall which of the NPCs I got it from. Kavindra here gives a quest, but it's the one of the last corruption of Earth and Sea. So we pass her and continue out here, and shortly after here I'll come to the space where the dungeon sort of splits between orange and purple. I think it's right here. And it's one of the spawns for our buddy, the Nameless Prophet. He's here actually, as you can see. Now that I'm here, they are useful for several recipes. I'm just gonna take this ghost mushroom as well. And I think typically you can sell stuff like this for maybe like 1 gold a pop at the auction house. I haven't tried to sell them, but I'll imagine, without telling you any proper stories, that it's in this neighborhood. So about the Nameless Prophet, yeah, and I've killed him exactly 23. No, I think I've killed him like 15 times, because I got the carvings. These I think I got 8 yesterday from doing the Vyletongue Corruption quest. But he's got his, let's call it spawn 1 is here, where the instant split between orange and purple. And he will respawn instantly, so there's no waiting time when you kill him if you want to do him for Twisted Evils. Decent rewards, I guess. Second spawn point was here, and you have to pull him. He's standing there. You'll have to pull him along with this guy. So at least 1 additional pull. I usually just burn down his sort of wingman there, and then do him after. And then beware of this chick here, she goes in a long patrol route and sort of connects a lot of these guys. So yeah, after killing him like 15 times, I pretty much know this area very well now. This is the third spawn point, and you can do him pretty much solo. I usually just kill this guy and then pull him after from where I'm standing as a Boom King. And then the final spawn is up here. He's standing, I think, right here, and it's possible to kill this guy so you can pull him solo after. I usually just stand up here by the stairs. Good thing about this is that if things turn sour, you're very close to the exit, meaning up here. And just to try and keep my tradition going, some guy, Triss here, got killed by a Hillspread farmhand in Hillspread Foothills. It's part of the, yeah, it's a pretty regular quest mob, but it's not an easy quest there in Hillspread. You have to kill a lot of these humans. And it will sort of escalate, so you start maybe with peasants and then farmhands and etc., or it may not even be in the right order. I'm just gonna see. So I got 2 quests, one in the village and one up here by Willow. So you know what, I'm just gonna hand in the quest now that I'm at it. It's the same spot that I picked up these quests. And if you've seen a couple of my videos, you know that usually I sort of save the time to go where I'm sort of collecting the quests. Unless it's a very odd way to do it, or you have to do a lot of stuff in order to be able to collect a quest. So yeah, let's make a change and actually show where I got them and hand them in as well. But like I said, there was 8 quests total that Horde could get to. I think Alliance have the same, but 3 of the Alliance quests, from what I recall, was Alliance only. Yeah, of course it was, if it's Alliance quest, and 3 of the quests was Horde only. Some of them were the same, actually most of them were. So I got, as you can see here, just to be a bit repetitive, because I'm pretty sure I said the same in the last video. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quests. So you could say I'm missing out on 3. One of them I completed already. It was the lowest by far. It was a level 42 dungeon quest. And it was done sort of outside of the instance as well, in Purple Zone, where I have to kill some elementals in order to get some a fragment. It's 100% drop per elemental, but they hurt a lot, I say, those elementals. So come 5 levels above as 47, and it gives that quest gives 100 Darkspear reputation, from what I recall. So that's why I wanted to get it done. You could say these doesn't matter much. These won't give any reputation, oddly enough. So yeah, I'm gonna hand in these 2 level 47s, and then afterwards I'm gonna hunt some more. I think I got a few left 47 quests on the world map, but I'll take that into consideration later. And this is one of the Deep Strider guys. I think there are 3 all over the map. They are part of, I think it's the Star, the Hand, and the Heart, a quest that I have completed in a previous episode. I think it was a 44 elite, where you have to go get 3 items pretty much all over the world. Drops from killing, by the way, the Prophet 15 times. Nothing to be that happy about, really. Well, this is a covered gold here. But about the 8 quests, I had 5 active here, and handing in one of them now. Decent cloth, decent chain, very nice head actually. So yeah, nothing for me except 1 gold and 8. That's the one. So 5,250 experience. Not to mention the very nice feeling of have completed yet another dungeon quest. And then I'm gonna depart down here to Shadow Prey Village in order to hand in the Vyletongue Corruption. But like I said, that was 5 here, including the one I just handed in. 6 with the one I picked up in Orgrimmar. There's nothing leading to that, and it's an NPC standing in the Mage Quarter with the 42 elemental quests, Shadow Shard Fragments, I think it was called. And then the last 2 quests, I can't pick those up yet. After you kill the final boss in Maraudon, you can see one of them here actually, I think. Um, yeah, interesting pack there. Then yeah, you can pick up some item after you kill the last boss that starts a quest. And then there is just like Gnomeregan, where you can get the scepter where you can be transported to Gnomeregan, which would be rather hard for Horde otherwise, as you'll have to go to Alliance territory around Ironforge, the Dwarven capital. So the developers back then have made a portal in Booty Strangleton Vale, where you can sort of get ported to Gnomeregan. And it's pretty much the same procedure here in Maraudon, because I guess the developers knew that people would be making Princess runs. Princess is the last boss in Maraudon. And in order to not be able to, well, I don't think people would probably be really annoyed if you had to do a dungeon for like an hour and a half in order to get an item that have maybe 20% chance that someone else is gonna roll on as well. So probably not a lot of people would do that, as it's not end game stuff. Besides one item that I talked about yesterday as well, a ring that gives to hit, which is for melee classes, which is best in slot or bis rating, I think, due to the hit. I think it goes for pretty much everyone. Warrior, rogue, enhancement, chamois, cat, druid, whatever. So that's usually why it's not that hard to get a princess run, but getting a full dungeon run, that's a completely different matter on this server. But now I'm ready for it, at least, and I only have to focus on 3 quests. The last quest, by the way, is, I think it's started around that you sort of collect these items from some sub-boss in there as well, and then you can get this sort of the scepter, which means that you can get ported in faster, closer to the end boss, so you can do, yeah, several runs in a short amount of time. So almost there, guys, and I hand in the quest up here in the penthouse over the sea here, which is the same place as I picked up the quest. There we go. Anything of interest? Decent ring, but as you can see, I have somewhat better. I'd prefer 6 intellect. Or do I now? 7 spirit. I'll have to think about that, I guess. But as soon as I have to think about changing an item, we are already at a better place, you could say. Yeah, it's a tough one. I'll take the ring for now, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. So, no reputation, just a nice fat chunk of experience. So, as usual, guys, and you know what, I should have stayed up there. With this beautiful view here over the sea, then I bid you farewell. And see you in the next episode. Take care, bye bye.